doing? Welcome to Down Bad Pod.
Hey,
It's your boy John, aka Lil John, aka Lil John Big Boots. I got my man over there. Introduce yourself, my guy.
what is up? It's your boy Jerry Reinhardt back at it again with another episode of the Down Bad Pod. We so down bad for sports, we like a fat kid who likes cake. You know what
Hey,
I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. You know how it is. We're gonna be talking about the NFL, a little preview of the NBA. We got the interviews yesterday and some happenings around the league this last week. Shake things up. A lot of injuries, a lot of crazy twists, a lot of underdog wins. I'm gonna talk about it all day today.
Absolutely. You want to kick us off? What's our first thing we talk about today?
Today we're gonna be talking about like a little to start us off, a little warm up, a little fun, a little joke. Shout out to, the Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. He just got a divorce from his wife, but the Miami Heat are such real ones. They didn't sign him to the new contract. They waited until he got the divorce, so they split the money. Then they signed the boy, cause they're fucking real. How do you, I mean, come on, that's tough.
Hey, that's dope as hell. Shout
Eh,
out to marrying a Miami Heat dancer and then divorcing with her and then signing a big contract. That's pretty dope.
just after it, just to let her know, hoes will be hoes, but I will be moving differently.
It's like fucking Tom Brady getting a divorce and then signing that
It's
$100
like,
million deal to be a
yeah.
commentator.
Wait, did he only get 100 million? I thought he got a lot more than that.
I'm pretty sure it was 100 million for 10 years.
Oh, that's crazy. That's still a lot, though. I mean, he just sits his
Yeah.
ass down and watch sports. I could do
Yeah.
that. All right, second topic. We're gonna talk about a little more serious, a little more. Uh, don't want to get political, but Bad Bunny is gonna be hosting.
Bad
Not hosting, my
Bunny.
bad. He's gonna be leading the Super Bowl halftime show. Thoughts?
To be completely honest with you, I've only heard a couple of Bad Bunny songs. They go hard as fuck. I would love if he does this entire halftime performance in Spanish
Oh.
just to piss off the people that we know it's going to piss off.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I was like scrounging through Twitter. I was so ready for it. I just saw all the great American sport, and they're playing this. Like, bro, y'all already won. Like, you're kicking them already out. You're good. I don't even know what we were upset about.
Jesus Christ.
But I am
Yeah, it's gonna
ready.
be great. I don't know how good the halftime performance is going to be, but I'm excited for it, and we'll see if there's a reason for us to come back after halftime, depending on what the game looks like. Because
Oh,
last year there wasn't.
there was not. That was a crazy game last year. No one expected it, but we're not here to talk about recap. But I am excited. Is that the first? I haven't looked up any. I don't remember any past ones. Obviously, there's like the English bands. Like I think the Beatles or like Coldplay hosted the halftime show before, right?
Hmm. I
But has
wonder. Shakira.
Oh yeah, Shakira, the Latin queen. Where she's from, Colombia, right?
Hmm.
But Shakira's songs are like, I don't know. What songs did she sing?
Sang a couple with J Lo. It was a good performance.
Okay, okay. So this isn't the first Latin uh group or person
No, no, no,
performing
no,
on a
for
halftime
sure.
show. I got you.
Bad Bunny was also with J Lo and Shakira that year.
Oh,
He was on
really?
stage, so
I
yeah.
did not know that. I don't pay attention to the halftime. I just wanted to talk about because it was interesting. Because I think if you watch the halftime show, like, because I hate going to Super Bowl parties and then like people don't watch the game, they just fucking talk. And then the only time they shut the fuck up and listen is when there's commercials and then there's the halftime show. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Uh,
No, I gotta watch the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl, and I can enjoy some halftime shows and some ads, but it's about the game for me.
Correct, 100%. That's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Last topic from my end. We're gonna talk about Zion Williamson being skinny. If you've seen this
Zion
man
Williams.
in the press conference, he looked like he has taken some Ozempic. Shout out to everyone who knows what that is. Shout out to all the Weight Watchers. But he is looking skinny, and now we gotta ask: are we letting this fool us? Are we about to believe that Zion Williamson is gonna finally be what he was promised like 6 years ago? Is like what? What do you think?
I would love to see Zion Williamson just take over the league. I don't know if he can, but he was so hyped coming out of college. And I
Yes.
remember I was so upset that the Grizzlies weren't able to pick him because obviously he was going number one overall. We're
Yes.
very happy we got Ja. We love Ja. And I mean, after everything that's happened, I don't know if you'd rather have one or the other. But yeah, I mean, going into next year, being a Grizzlies fan as I am, that's some Jerry Reinhardt lore for you guys. I think the Grizzlies are going to be pretty good looking forward, and
Okay.
it'll be interesting to see what this season looks like.
Okay.
Skinny Zion, skinny Luca, and a dominant Ja Morant. Hell yeah.
No, that's not gonna happen. It's kind of funny that like fat shaming, like you can't call a fat bitch fat on Twitter, but you can call Zion Williamson and Luka Doncic, put a shirt on, buddy. You're fucking fat as shit. Go work out, and everyone is gonna be like, dude, you're cooking.
You're cooking.
Luka
Hell yeah.
Doncic,
We can body shame men.
yes, that real shit. Shout out. Men deserve more rights. You heard it right here from Jerry Reinhardt. Uh,
Anyways.
Alright, we're gonna recap. We're gonna transition real quick into the recap of the last week. Give us a few seconds. We're gonna transition onto that. See what happened last week. Some crazy games. We're not gonna talk about every game because some games just don't matter as much. Like we're not gonna talk about
Shout out
the.
my Tennessee
Yeah,
Titans.
it's exactly what I was gonna say. We're not gonna talk about a 26 and 0. Like let's just skip right through that. We actually probably will because of a funny quote. But give us a
Oh
second.
no.
That we'll be back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back. We're going to talk about the games from last week that mattered. Things that actually shaped
Yeah.
up the things. So we're going to start off with the Thursday night game. I'm going to talk about my team. We're always going to talk about our teams. Don't matter what the fuck happens. But this was a very interesting game. It was, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about the Hawks. I knew they were going to win coming into this because we always split the season with the Cardinals. Uh, we kind of shut
And
him
it
out.
always seems like the away team always wins these games.
Yes, which is crazy. The Seahawks, I wish we were kind of dominating um, away from home. I kind of want us to transition back into the having the home games. If people don't remember, back in the day, they would not give the Seahawks primetime games in Seattle at night because we would just blow everyone out. From
Mhm.
2012 to 2014, we did not get barely any primetime games in Seattle. But primetime game in Arizona, Seahawks took care of business. It was just a rough game. It felt like the Seahawks were in control until like the second half. That fourth quarter, Arizona came down with 14 points, made it really close. But at the end, Sam Darnold is looking really good, and I'm really happy that we got him. And he's probably gonna be our quarterback for the rest of the year, and he's not gonna get benched. So, what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold did exactly what he needed to this game. You guys definitely came out to a commanding lead. Kyler has 3 interceptions this entire season so far. There were 2 in this game. The first one was just a horrible. Marvin Harrison just gave up on the play. Kyler Murray just kind of sailed the ball over him. And then the second one, Marvin
Yes.
Harrison again kind of bounced the ball around, and then it got intercepted. It was very sad to see. I hope that that connection can kind of get better moving forward.
Mhm.
This team really misses James Conner. Like Trey
Yes.
Benson looks to be an okay running back, but they really miss that James Conner leadership. He's a great player, but I genuinely think the leadership is more effective than anything that he does on the field. The Seahawks, man, if you have Kenneth Walker, you have Jackson Smith and Jigba, you've got Sam Darnold,
Yes.
and a great defense, you're going to have a great team. You guys have this rookie, Greg Zabel, your right guard.
Yes.
He's only allowed 1 pressure this entire season. And I think that's a great piece to have on the offensive line. So I'm really excited to see this Seahawks team looks really good. We'll see how they look in the rest of the season. Kind of hope that the Cardinals turn it around. 2-2 is not exactly what they were hoping for 4 weeks into the season, but a really tight fought game versus a division rival. So could be worse. But yeah, both of these teams probably looking to improve next week.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Um,
See. What's up?
Hell yeah. Moving forward, the next game, we had a game that was played in Dublin, Ireland. And
Oh,
ironically, the redhead, the Irish-looking guy, was the one that lost this game. The
we both
Vikings and
picked
the
him.
Steelers, we both picked them, and it was very sad to see they
Yeah.
kind of got destroyed. Steelers come off with the win. Steelers defense looked amazing,
Yes.
but I'm not 100% sure if that's just because the Vikings O-line is terrible
Yes.
or the Steelers defense kind of found their groove again. Maybe it's a combination of both.
I mean, they have
Um,
arguably the best defensive player in the league, in TJ Watt.
yeah,
Um,
definitely top five, right?
yeah, but Carson Wentz just started off the game awful, like two picks straight off the bat. It's hard to win games when you're throwing two picks in a row. As they always say, the game is about turnovers. Who can protect the
Yep,
ball and who can take them. And if you're gonna be giving the ball away like Carson Wentz, like late game surge and comeback doesn't matter. It's how you start and finish the game. Overall, I'm not really a believer of the Steelers still. Don't matter about this game. It's a long game from
that was
Ireland,
my
short week.
question.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I don't know if they're legit or if the Vikings O-line is just so bad that they looked all right. Rodgers just looked okay.
yeah,
And this was a great complimentary football game where the defense just helped out and the offense did what it needed to. So,
exactly. I don't think. I mean, yeah, but in such a hard division, it's gonna be rough. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna lead us next with the probably the biggest upset of the week, with the man, the first day starter, the New York Giants beating the Los Angeles Chargers. The great white hope himself, taking him down, Jackson Dart. What do you think?
oh, this was such a fun game to watch. It seemed like it was completely defensive driven. There were 8 sacks this game between the two teams. Only
Yes.
two of them went against Justin Herbert, even though they pressured him 21 times this game. Uh, Herbert threw the ball 41 times in this game, and that
Probably
seems
not
kind
a
of
recipe.
ridiculous to me.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like
That's not the
last
recipe
year
for
they were
success.
barely letting him throw it. They were running so much, but this year it almost seems like they've gone completely in the other direction. They're just like forcing him to throw the ball all the time.
Yes.
So I don't know.
I mean, it's a Harbaugh team. You think they'd be like a defensive-minded running team, because that's just how he likes football. But yeah, whenever a quarterback's throwing 41 times, that's usually not the recipe for success. Especially when you thought Hampton would be turning it around after last week's
Right.
game, because he had such a breakout game last week that you'd think he'd come back. He had 128 rushing yards, 12 carries, a touchdown, but the game was not far that they needed to throw 41 times. This was my thought.
No. Absolutely not. I think this was too much that they put on Herbert's plate, which is kind of crazy to say because you do think of him as like a top five to top seven quarterback. So it's weird to yeah, feel like you can't force him to throw the ball this many times. But hard fought defensive battle, and that's what happens when you get these great games.
Yeah.
Moving forward to talk about a not great game at all,
Yeah.
my Tennessee Titans faced off against the Houston Texans.
Holy
Um,
shit.
0-26 was the final score, and it didn't
Uh,
seem like it was that close throughout this at all.
uh,
Uh, the Texans, I will say, probably wish that they had Joe Mixon this year. They will be needing him for the rest of the year. Mark's had a good game this week, but
mhm.
Joe Mixon would help this team not be in the 0-3 hole that they were before this.
Yes.
I think Tennessee is going to be that get right team on everyone's schedule where you'd say, "Oh, thank God we've got the Titans next
Yes.
week. We can we can put up 25 or 30 against them and feel good going into the next week." But yeah,
Exactly. I mean, I think the Houston Texans only wish one thing, and that was the Tennessee Titans was the only team they're playing against the whole week. They get to play him twice, and that's a easy two dubs. But I'm gonna keep
yep.
it. I'm gonna quote your quarterback Cam Ward. If we keep it a buck, we ass. So there's not much to say. He said it himself. Y'all are trash. There's nothing to say about it. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna watch them next week. So shout out to Cam Ward keeping the ticket prices down for us for the Cardinals
Hell
Titans
yeah.
game. That's gonna be that's gonna be real exciting. If this was in your team, we wouldn't talk about them. There's no point.
That's 100% true.
We're gonna talk about probably the best game of the week. Probably, in my opinion, the best game of the week is the Eagles and Buccaneers, and this was a game everyone was looking forward to. this is gonna be a great game. Eagles take it down, even though it wasn't close the whole game. The Bucks kind of had like a surge. The Eagles were up 21-3 or something at some point, and then the Igbuka had like a crazy long touchdown, and then it just felt like this Buccaneers team, even though they lost, I'm gonna have a hot take that it shows that they got heart, and I
Hmm.
feel that if they see each other in the playoffs next year, they're not gonna be too scared once they see each other in January time.
Oh no, these Bucks have always fought the Eagles pretty well, even when they do meet up in the playoffs. Um, my notes for this game are how the fuck did the Eagles manage to win this game?
Yes,
They
that's
were
been
out to
every
such a
Eagles game.
commanding lead in the first half. They completed one pass the entirety of the second half. Um, Shout out Baker Mayfield was pressured nonstop, and Quinyon Mitchell completely shut down Emeka Ibuka when he was lined up against him. So the Eagles defense did a great job for most of this game. It feels like the Eagles of this year are the Chiefs of last year.
You think so,
They're
huh?
they're a good team. They're just going to keep winning. They're going to have a great record at the end of the season. But they've got holes. They've got issues, and they need to fix those issues if they want to hoist another Lombardi at the end of the season.
Well, I think that like I know what you're saying, but the Eagles just seem like a more complete team than the Chiefs did last year. That's my
I don't know
rebuttal.
about that. I feel like the Chiefs didn't have an offense last year, and the Eagles don't seem to have
Well,
a great offense
well,
this
here's
year,
the thing with the Eagles.
despite putting up 31. I know.
They do have a good offense. This is gonna be the talk of the week. Is AJ Brown gonna shoot his offense coordinator? What is happening here? He's probably looking at him like, just
Uh,
throw the ball. We got a top five quarterback. I'm a top five receiver. What's the recipe? Like, we know we got the
like,
ingredients. Let's just make the cake.
they they threw the ball a handful of times in the
And the
second
early,
half, but they literally completed one pass in
yeah,
the entire second
because
half.
they're not
It
they're
was
like they're at odds
horrible
against each
showing.
other. Like they don't know what to do. I feel like Jalen Hurts is forcing, like I want to throw, and then he's like, well, fuck it. Here's a bullshit ass play for you to throw into. I think there's some tension in the locker room. That's my opinion on it. I don't know. What what do you
Oh,
think
there's
that?
definitely tension in the locker room. AJ Brown posts on Twitter
Yeah.
and Instagram after the
Oh
game
my God, this
some
man's.
cryptic shit like AJ Brown loves to do. It's weird because it's like you wonder how Saquon and Devonta Smith are feeling. They're not quite as outspoken individuals as like AJ Brown
Yeah.
is, but they cannot be happy with how this offense is looking through
No,
4 weeks,
because
right?
they can. I mean, when you look at the pieces in their offense, you'd think they'd be a top five offense in the league. Like all they have top five players in each position. So I don't
Yeah.
get why they aren't performing as they should be. But I guess winning solves all problems. They're 4-0, but they're arguably the most fraudulent 4-0 team I have seen because they don't feel like they should be winning any of the games they have won. I feel like they
Yeah,
played down
could
to
you
their competition.
imagine what AJ Brown would have been posting if they would have lost this game?
Oh, he would have.
Or if they wouldn't have blocked that kick and returned it for a touchdown in the last game.
Or and even that Chiefs game, that game was way
Yeah,
too. This team could easily be 1-3 right now and be having a totally different conversation. I could see that.
yeah, that one was pretty disheartening. Moving forward to maybe a less talked about game, but I think was actually a pretty interesting game. The Commanders played the
Yes.
Falcons to a really close game. This was the first time that the Falcons trio of Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London all scored a touchdown in a game. I thought
Really?
that was pretty interesting.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
the first time that they've all scored a touchdown.
Falcons are
Also,
looking
the
pretty
first time
right.
Michael Penix has won a game that the opponent scored more than
Or-
7 points.
Yes, we were
So,
talking about that last week. That is the funniest fucking stat ever. And shout out to him. It only took him a few, yikes. But I
yeah,
mean,
interesting game. Nothing much to say about
no.
it. I'm sure they're happy if,
Commanders are
uh,
waiting for their quarterback to come back.
yeah, exactly. Once Jaden Daniels comes back, they'll be feeling fine.
Yeah, I know as much as you love Marcus Mariota. They're just waiting on him. I mean, I enjoy the Falcons. I just think they're such a weak division that they can easily win it.
Yeah,
And the Commanders are just waiting. They have a good defense. They still have a good team. They're on waiting mode. Let's chill. Let's try to win games that we can win. Let's not lose games we are obviously gonna win. That type of attitude.
yeah.
Probably the upset of the week. the Jacksonville Jaguars beating the San Francisco 49ers.
I
Thoughts?
called this one
You
before
did.
the last week. I called that this was gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah, what you got to say about it?
I mean, I'm just happy. I don't care. I'm glad you're right. I mean, the Niners lost. That's it's a good day. Sun is Seahawks lost. Niners lost. Cardinals lost. The sun is shining bright down here. You know, wind is cooler. The coffee tastes
This
a little
was
better. There's
a
nothing to
really,
say.
really good game, and it
Purdy
completely just
sucks.
came down to turnovers.
Yes, and Purdy
There were
sucks.
4 turnovers for the Niners, none by the Jaguars. Purdy's fine. Purdy's a good quarterback. They
Two
cannot get
interceptions.
over this injury bug, dude.
Two
They just
interceptions.
cannot. They get injured every single game, and they're just forcing the CMC to carry the load, and it's
Yes,
just not
yeah.
working out.
Can you catch 6 balls and carry 17 times for us real quick? It's not that hard. Like just do it. Do everything for us. Why not, dude? No, you can't
Yeah,
do that.
ETN had a really good game. He's still a really good running back. Jags are 3-1. They're tied for first with the Colts, which had a really good game against the Rams, even though it came out to a loss.
Mhm.
20-27 Colts versus the Rams. This was an interesting game. The
Yes.
Daniel Jones throws his first and his second interception this year in this game. They were
And
both horrible
yes.
interceptions. I don't know if you watched him throw them, but the
Mm,
first one was just a horribly thrown ball. He needed to flatten out the route, and he just threw it straight to the safety. And then the second one
yeah.
was pretty bad, but they were down by 7, and he was just trying to win the game, so I get it.
But I mean, I wanted the Colts to win so bad. It was like it's not just the L- Rams losing; it's the Colts winning as well. It's a double. It's a a win-win for me. If the Colts won. I've been so on them all year. I mean, we're not gonna just. I did predict that the Colts were gonna lose, but
Mm,
against my heart. Uh, I'm not getting off the not Jonathan Taylor, Daniel Jones train just yet. He had one
okay.
iffy game that he still could have won. Bad picks aside, I feel like they're gonna turn it around. I feel like they just have such a weak division that they can destroy it. Next week they're gonna have a bounce back games against the Raiders, then they're gonna play against the Cardinals. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna win 2 games in a row. They're gonna be looking 5-1, and then let's see how the Chargers look games from now. But
Absolutely.
so I'm yet to see it late. I wanna see how he progresses throughout the season because it's his first
Can
year
we
really
talk
starting.
about how freaking good Puka Nakua is at football?
Yeah, he's all right. He's cool.
Mans has 42 catches and five
He's
over 500
so
yards in 4 games.
yeah, that's real. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. I mean,
What's
can
crazy,
we talk about who's
he
number two
beat.
though, yardage wise? Can we talk about who's number two though? Jackson Smith
Hold up, hold up.
Jigma. That man can catch footballs.
Puka Nakua is in his third year right now.
Yes.
Justin Jefferson currently has the record for most receptions through the first 3 years in a season.
Mhm.
Puka Nakua still needs 98 receptions this year to catch Justin Jefferson's record.
Nice. I mean, that just shows how much of a stud Justin Jefferson is. He's
Absolutely.
it's anytime you think about that LSU team, you're like, "Oh my god, they had." Let's just talk about offense real quick, right? Let's not even say anything about the other side. They had Joe Burrow, uh Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson, and they who's the junior in that team? His dad was in the NFL. It was really good as well.
I mean, I know Christian Fulton, even though he wasn't that good,
Yes.
but he played for the Titans. He was on the defense.
Yeah.
Um,
But that LSU team's crazy. I'm just
yeah,
thinking
no,
back
that
on it
LSU
now.
team was disgusting. Who's Terrace, the Marshall, the wide receiver that got drafted by the
I know
Panthers?
I know who you're talking about.
I think Terrace Marshall was, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That team is you think about it like Clemson never stood a chance.
yeah.
Clemson never
No,
stood
that
a
was
chance.
a disgusting team.
Yes. We're gonna talk about the next game. Is it time to panic? Baltimore Ravens fans losing 20-37 to the Kansas City Chiefs. You guys are 1-3, and the Chiefs are looking 2-2. They're probably gonna be back on track. I can see the Chiefs just doing so much better this year. They're gonna be going against the Jaguars next year. But the real talk is not even about the game. What is wrong with the Baltimore Ravens?
Jeez, man, I have not seen Lamar Jackson this emotional this early into a game. I don't think ever. He they were up. They had a chance to put their foot down and kind of
Yes.
establish that they were still going to win this game. And it just seemed like Lamar overextends and forced an interception, and the Chiefs went back down and scored. And he was fuming on the sideline.
Yeah.
It's really weird to see him get that upset this early into a game. But
I mean,
after that, the Chiefs just kind of ran away with it.
and this early in the year, like,
Yeah,
calm down a
this
little,
early.
bro.
It's week 4. Yeah, kind of insane. Which kind of leads me, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not putting on the tinfoil hat, but I wonder how real the Lamar Jackson injury was.
I
Was
mean,
this kind of just like
I
I'm
don't know.
shutting down for the game. I'm done with this shit. They said if it was a playoff game or if it was closer, he would have been able to play. So I don't know.
I mean, I just do you think? I think that he just has a mental block. Whenever he sees a Kansas City Chiefs jersey on the field, he just starts fucking panicking. I don't like he's like last year he was probably the best player in the league, I'd say last year.
Oh
But
yeah, absolutely.
but he just do you is it time to talk about it's not I don't think it's too early in his career to start talking about is Lamar Jackson ever going to win a Super Bowl?
He's got that perfect James Harden uh,
Oh yeah.
comparison, right? Where it's like, oh my gosh, this guy is an MVP caliber player. He puts up ridiculous stats in the regular season, and then once we get time to where it's time to put down the gloves, and we're in the postseason where it's win or go home, it
He's
it's not the same player on the field.
yeah. It's sad. I hope he does. I hope he does. I think he's such a good player that like I don't want to say anyone deserves something, but I think he does. Him or Josh Allen deserves to win a Super Bowl. I
Yeah,
would say.
absolutely.
And
On the offensive side, the Chiefs did have a really good offensive showing now that
yes,
Xavier Worthy came back. They've
finally.
got 2 more weeks until Rasheed Rice comes back. I would
Yeah.
love for this team to trade for a running back option. I
Really?
think Kamara would be sick in this offense. If they could trade for Alvin Kamara, I think the Chiefs would be an offensive wrecking force.
Well, they have such a crazy schedule coming up soon. Obviously, they're gonna face the Jaguars, but it's gonna be Lions, and then at some point Commanders, Bills, Broncos, Colts, which is that sounds like a rough schedule. But I feel like if anyone's gonna go through that little mini gauntlet throughout this mid time of year, it's gonna be the Chiefs. And now that their offense is
Absolutely.
back, I agree with you. I don't know who they can even trade for. Do you have anyone in mind that they should trade for?
I mean, Alvin Kamara would be sick. I would love to see Alvin Kamara on this team because if we want to transition to the Saints, I don't know how much you care about them, but
No,
the Saints are just
garbage.
terrible
Yes,
right
they're
now.
correct.
Absolutely
They're
garbage.
probably the
Spencer
worst team.
Rattler's 0-10 in his career. Um,
Jesus Christ, is he
yeah,
really?
yeah,
My man
he's
hasn't.
0-10. I don't know
Oh.
why they're not playing Tyler Shuck yet, but as bad as the
Is it
Saints
his
are, they
fault
did
though?
play the Bills pretty close.
Yes. But the Bills probably were underestimating them. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch that game. I was like
No.
the Bills are gonna destroy them. I don't care to watch these fucking bums. Shout out to them. That's not what I'm about to do. Uh,
Yeah, it was 19-31 Saints versus the Bills,
what
and
is
it did seem a bit closer than it
what
was.
can they
It
give
was a
up?
12-point loss, but I have no clue. But I'd love to see Kamara on the Chiefs, maybe a couple
Why?
draft
Why would
picks.
you want the Chiefs to be better? Why would you want that? Why is that? Yeah, I just want the Chiefs
I
to
like
keep
watching
winning.
good football
Why don't you just want Kamara to go to Tennessee if you want fucking Kamara to go somewhere? Just torture
because
the
the
man.
Titans suck.
Yeah.
No.
Um, probably the best game of the week by far. Grudge match, a lot of emotions. Shout out to my big bro from another mother, Manuel Bella, on this game. Packers Cowboys, 40-40 tie. Packers were leading crazy early, and then them boys, them boys, them boys coming. What do you think of the crazy game?
40-40 is a scoregami. That is the first time that this final score
Really?
has ever happened
Shout
in
out
the
to
NFL. Yep.
Scoregami, yeah?
That was pretty dope. This game had to just be a fuck you to Micah Parsons.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what the hell they saw, but
Which is messed up
I
because
did
it's not
not
Micah's
think
fault. It's not Micah's fault.
I did not think putting up 40 on this Packers defense was going to be
No,
possible.
I didn't think
So
they'd
shout
give
out
up
to the Cowboys.
30 this year. They're such a best. I thought they were the best defense in the league by far. Is
Hmm.
them or my Seahawks were like in my mind the best defenses in the league. And the fact that the Cowboys put 40 on it's just the Cowboys play to their competition. They like you guys are bums, we're gonna play like the Giants. You guys are good, we're gonna play like the Packers, and we're gonna make people think that we're actually a really good team. The one bad thing about this game, as great as it was, is that Jerry Jones thinks he's right. He's quoted saying after the game, "They got who we got, and they got Micah, and we tied." And in his mind, he's right. And that is one of the worst things in the world to make Jerry Jones thinks he's right, because fuck him. I hate that man so
It
much.
was tough. It was so tough.
Alright. That's it for the games of the week. I guess the two Monday night games. The Dolphins beat the Jets. Shout out to Dolphins getting back on track. We will talk about the big injury real quick on that. Tyreek Hill gone for the season. Probably. I don't know. What are the news on it?
Tyreek Hill gone for the season, definitely.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that, but they showed so many replays of it, and it was
Yeah. He tore his
disgusting.
ACL,
Uh,
right?
he fucked up like his entire leg.
Damn.
It was so bad. Yeah, I don't know if there's much that's left standing in his leg, but he seemed in really high spirits, which was kind of funny.
Oh,
He
because he
he
probably hates the
broke
Dolphins. He
everything
probably.
down there, and
Yeah.
he was smiling the whole way to the hospital. So,
Yeah. He got hit harder than he hit his baby mama. So what can you do?
hmm
That's good. Next Monday night game, Bengals Broncos don't matter. Bengals suck. Broncos are good. Let's keep going. That's it for
Oh
this
yeah.
week's games. Any key takeaways? Like 1 or 2 points that you found out about the teams this coming week?
I think the Chiefs are legit. I
Crazy.
could
Yeah.
definitely see them going on a run, and everyone was writing them off last week. So it'll be interesting to see how they keep going forward.
A little
Your boy
overreaction, you
Daniel
feel?
Jones, the Colts played a good team and kind of stumbled.
I
So
mean,
we'll see how the Colts do moving forward.
but it was a close game. It's not like they lost eventually.
It was a full touchdown, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 1 point game. And the Chiefs, everyone was. I knew everyone was overreacting. I mean, come on, guys. They have literally the best quarterback in the league, and how bad can you be when you have the best quarterback in the league? I know
I
it's more than
guess.
that. I know it's more than that, and Xavier Wardy coming back and all that stuff, but like, it's not. I feel like football is not that complicated. When you just have Pat do a little glaze, as much as I hate it, he's my homie. I don't know. They're gonna they're gonna probably be stumbling, maybe go on a win streak at the end of the year. They're gonna walk up to Baltimore, or I mean, my bad. I guess this time it'd be more. I could see them facing the 15-2 Buffalo Bills and they're the 10-7 Kansas City Chiefs, and they'll whoop their ass and they'll go to another Super Bowl just to see Bad Bunny. I could
Yeah,
see
that
it
would be pretty
happening,
crazy.
right? Like you could see that. Bills lose three
Absolutely.
games, and one of them is Chiefs to the. It's gonna happen. I'm already predicting it. That um, we're gonna be talking about quarter of the way. It's a quarter into the season. I mean, it's 17 games now, right? But
Yeah,
so this,
17,
but
18 weeks.
yeah, but this is as
But a
much of
four, yeah.
as 16 as we can do. It's not quarter of the way, but I do want to talk about predictions because we never got a film our predictions. Who are your predictions? We'll talk about uh, NFC and AFC champions, Super Bowl winners, and who are MVPs of the year. It's kind of cheating because we already saw 4 weeks in, but
Yeah.
we can still talk about it. I think none much has gone crazy. I'll talk
Yeah, I
about
think that's fun.
my Super Bowl picks real quick. I think on the NFC, I think I will go not too complicated. I will go the Philadelphia Eagles. What do I don't think I have to explain why I think the Eagles are gonna win. That's if my mind, but I think they will beat the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship in a close game. What do you think?
Hell yeah. Pre-season, I had the Buccaneers and the Rams in the NFC Championship.
Really? Okay.
And now I think it would be foolish to pick against the Eagles. Um, and I don't know, there's like three or four different teams that I could see playing the Eagles in the NFC Championship, but I think right now I'll go with the Buccaneers playing the Eagles.
Oh, the rematch of just the game we had this year. But who's winning though?
Absolutely.
Who's winning that game?
I'm gonna take the Buccaneers in the rematch.
Oh my, taking Baker Mayfield, the believer. I respect it.
The believer.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, now AFC. I don't want to be that guy, but I think the Chiefs are gonna beat the Bills in the divisional championship. So they're gonna beat the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC championship, and they're gonna go to another Super Bowl. No one in that conference can stop them. Everyone seems to have a mental block once they see whatever red and white jerseys coming in through that tunnel, and they see number 15 throwing the ball, running to his left, throwing to the right. They can't. I don't know. It's just a mental block I feel that everyone has in the AFC. So I think it's gonna
I've got a
be.
crazy AFC prediction this year.
Do you
I've got the Chargers beating the Bills in the AFC Championship
really?
game because I think the Bills are going to play the Chiefs in the divisional
And they're gonna
round
lose.
and they're going
Yes.
to beat them. They're going to
They're
beat the
not gonna
Chiefs.
beat the Chiefs.
They're going to blow their load after they beat the Chiefs, and they're going to be on such an emotional like relief afterwards that they're going to lose sight of the Chargers.
I I think the Chargers are, as much as I love them, I think they're a little overrated. And right now the Ravens are getting looked down upon when they're losing to really good teams. And
Yeah,
I
I mean
think,
Ravens are 2 games down in their division.
yeah, but that's, I mean, who's in their division? The Steelers, we both agreed, aren't
Steelers.
real. The Bengals, they have 2 wins, but we know they're done for the year because Joe Burrow's gone, and the Browns fucking suck. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so
absolutely.
we
No,
all,
it's definitely a two-headed race between the Ravens and the Steelers.
and we both
The
agreed that
Ravens
Aaron Rodgers
should
is
win
washed.
that.
Yeah,
The
correct.
Ravens should win. We'll see if they do.
I think they will, and I think they're gonna pick up steam coming in the end of the year. Because I think once the year keeps going forward, these teams that just run the ball are gonna keep getting better and better, and these offensive led
Do
teams.
they run the ball?
They run the ball enough. They run the ball with
They're
Lamar.
supposed to.
I know they're
They're
supposed to.
supposed to.
I mean, if Derrick Henry starts fucking fumbling the damn ball, maybe we'll run the ball some more.
He,
But if,
if you were to tell me that Derrick Henry had more than 2 fumbles the rest of this season, I would be surprised.
you think so?
Yeah, these
We
first
gotta
the first three
guarantee it.
weeks of having a
We have
fumble,
it filmed.
I I, I
Say
would
he
be able
won't.
to guarantee that he
Say he.
will not fumble more than twice the
You
rest of the
heard it right
season.
here. This man thinks Derrick Henry's not gonna fumble. You're such a fucking glazer that you can't fucking get that shit out of your mind. It's kind of crazy. But okay, but you don't think they're gonna make it to the conference championship? You think it's
No,
gonna,
no, I think they're gonna lose in the divisional round.
and then it's gonna be the, so you in you okay, and with me it's gonna be the Eagles Chiefs rematch. You
Mm,
think it's gonna be the Buccaneers and Chargers?
yes.
Who's winning?
I don't know. That's a fucking
Uh,
good game, though. That's a, that's
who's
a
winning?
heater right there. I'd take the Chargers if that were the two matchups.
The
Yeah,
Chargers, huh? Can you explain your reasoning in this matchup?
I think the Chargers have a better overall team than the Buccaneers, but I would love to see that matchup.
Okay. I think it's gonna be the Kansas City Chiefs this year. I think that after they lose the Super Bowl the next year, they just come back stronger in a weirder way.
They
They're,
would be the second team ever to make 4 straight Super Bowls.
yeah, and that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. Guess they're
Hell
gonna,
yeah.
but they're gonna win 2 of them. No, they're gonna win 3 of them. My bad. Like the bum ass Buffalo Bills. I'm a Buffalo Bills hater. I fucking hate the Bills. Okay, we're
You want to
gonna.
get on to next week's games?
Yeah, we can get on next week's games. We should keep track of our thing. I'm pretty sure on the games we split. Do you have track of the games we split?
Yes, so last week you bested me in 3 games that we split.
Yeah. So the
You
first.
picked 2 of them correctly, and I picked one of them correctly.
Okay, and Seahawks Cardinals we both picked the Seahawks.
Yep.
Vikings Steelers we both messed that up. Chargers Giants we messed up.
The
Titans
games that we
Texans.
differentiated on were the Jaguars and the 49ers.
Okay.
You picked the 49ers, I picked the Jaguars.
Yes.
The Bears and the Raiders. I picked the Raiders, you picked the Bears.
Mhm.
And
I
then the
remember that.
Jets and the Dolphins. I picked the Jets, you picked the Dolphins.
So that what would our records be? We should keep track of them throughout the season.
I think we could just keep track of head to head.
Okay, that's pretty nice. So 2-1,
Just
two to
you're up
one.
2-1.
All right, nice. Sounds good. All right, we're gonna start picking the games real quick. Starting off with an NFC West face-off again. Kind of crazy, back-to-back Thursday night games. NFC West takedowns. 49ers in LA against the Rams. Who's winning it?
Whew. This one is definitely going to the Rams.
Yes.
In true NFC West fashion, it would not surprise me if the 49ers just completely blew out the Rams, even if Brock Purdy's on the bench. But no, I think it's foolish to take the 49ers in this game.
Yeah.
coming off a short week. They're so injury prone right now, and the Rams are just on fire.
I agree. Couldn't agree very much more. If only both could lose, but I think the Rams are gonna win. Uh, Next game, Bucks Seahawks. I will obviously pick my Seattle Seahawks. What about you? Are you gonna
Bucks
go with your boy? I
Seahawks.
mean,
How are
they're
you getting the order for this? That's a crazy way to order the games. Let's go in order of the time that they're going to start. So we've got the
oh
Vikings and the Browns. They're going to be playing another overseas game.
yes, that's
Vikings
kind
are
of crazy.
staying over in Europe, which is kind of crazy.
Are they actually? Why did they schedule
Yep.
them like that?
Yeah, they love the Vikings over there, I guess, but
They're doing the like historical Vikings tour where they go to Dublin and then they're gonna go to fucking where are they going
yeah.
now? They're like the real
This
Vikings.
game is in London, in
Oh my
Tottenham
god.
Hotspur Stadium.
Okay. I mean, who do you got? I mean, I got the Vikings.
I don't know, man. The Vikings burned me last week, and the Browns, Joey Flacco might be
Stop.
putting on some heat.
Stop. Old man Flacco cannot even handle that flight all the way to fucking London.
Genuinely, I think this Vikings O line is so bad, and the Browns D
Defense.
line is just going to cause havoc. So I'm gonna take the Browns in this game.
Okay. First split of the week. Alright, we're gonna go Texans, Ravens. The Ravens have to win it, right? Ravens have to
They
beat the
have
Texans.
to. The
They can't go.
Yeah, the Texans just got handed the Titans on a silver platter, but the Ravens are gonna win this game and get right.
Okay. Game that no one cares for. Giants Saints.
Giants Saints. Okay, hear me out on this one, right?
Mhm.
The Giants start
Mhm.
0 and 3.
Yes.
They they
Finish.
beat
Yes.
the Chargers at
Mm.
home.
Mm.
They go to New Orleans, take
Mhm.
care of a crappy Saints team.
Go 2 and
And
3.
then do you know who's next on their schedule?
Is it the Eagles? It is the Eagles.
Then they got the Eagles coming up on their
In
schedule,
New York,
and
baby.
Jackson Dart stomps the Eagles when they come into his turf.
Racism wins again, baby. I can't. No, that
No,
can't
in all
be.
seriousness, I got the Giants in this
I
game.
got the Giants in this game too. We'll see in 2 weeks whether you pick them with the if they go 2-0 in this cute little run, which they should, right?
Yeah.
We'll see how we're feeling on the
Oh
Jackson
no,
hype
we could
train.
see
No, that's
Giants Eagles. That could
stupid
be
as
a
fuck.
game to watch.
Shut your mouth.
We got Dolphins at Panthers. That seems like it should be flexed to 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. This fucking game doesn't matter. I'll pick the Panthers though. The Dolphins
Okay,
are
I got the
gone.
Dolphins.
Okay, I can see that. All right, next up, Cowboys Jets, the 0-4 versus the 1-1. I mean, I will pick the Cowboys. The Jets look like one of the
Yeah,
worst teams in the league, and the Cowboys they will play down to their competition and they will play up to it. So I think it will be a close game though.
yeah, I've got the Cowboys here. I think Justin Fields is legit, but I don't know. The Cowboys' offense just seems so freaking good last week, so we'll see if they can keep it going.
Um, Broncos Eagles.
Raiders.
Oh
Oh,
my bad.
yep. No, you're good. Broncos, Eagles. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean
You,
I got the Eagles. Let's not overthink
I was
this.
gonna say, do you think the Broncos are still legit? I don't think they're
No,
legit
I don't think
enough.
they're legit enough.
Eagles for sure.
Hitting that sophomore slump, he is. Not gonna talk about him because he's a bum.
He's
Uh,
just Mac Jones, and that's fine.
we're not gonna talk about some bums in Denver. Keep going.
Yeah, we got the Raiders traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Comeback season. They thought
Comeback season.
we up, we back, baby. Give us these bad teams. We got them. Indiana Jones destroys Pete Carroll and Geno
Mm,
Smith. Let's
and
go.
maybe Geno should have wrote back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got the Colts as well in this one.
yeah. We up, baby. We up.
Going to our 1 o'clock slate of games, we've got the Titans playing the Cardinals. Who you
Alright.
got in this one? We're gonna be at this
We're
game. This is
literally
gonna
gonna be
be
at. I hope this is a good game. It's gonna be belt to ass. The Cardinals are gonna destroy. In words of Cam Ward, if we keep it a buck, we ass. They're gonna
we
fucking lose
as.
this game. Hell no,
I'm
they're
pretty
not
sure
winning.
I'm going to be bringing a paper bag to this game just because
You
I
guys,
think that would be perfect.
you guys are so
Love my
garbage.
Titans. That's my team. Ride or die. But Cardinals are winning this
Well,
game.
y'all are dying.
Really good afternoon game. We got the Buccaneers traveling to Seattle
Ooh,
in a great NFC showdown that'll likely,
the
or
one that I want to
probably
talk
not.
about.
You guys aren't winning the division, but playoff seeding important to this
I
game.
think
Who
we
you
are
got?
gonna win the division. I mean, what the fuck you mean who I got? I mean, they're your. I don't care if they're your Super Bowl champions. The Seahawks are gonna. Seahawks are gonna beat the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield's gonna remember the times where he played for the Cleveland Browns. He's gonna fucking get whooped by the other real great white hope. We will not play a black man 35 million. We will pay Sam Darnold 30 million and we will be happy because he will play good. Got the
Oh
Seahawks.
God. Just in case you guys don't know, Mr. Segismundo is not a white man, so.
Keep going.
Yeah, I've definitely got the Buccaneers in this one. Later afternoon, we've got Lions going to Cincinnati. Who Dey Bengals. Uh,
Shut your mouth. I got the Lions. Belt to ass.
yeah,
Next week, this
Lions
team
fell to
sucks.
as
Jamar Chase, I'm so
Commanders,
sorry.
Commanders and Chargers.
Ooh, I
Looking
mean,
like Jaden Daniels is going to be expected to come back for this
but
game.
it's his first return against a
His
pretty
first
tough
game
Chargers
coming
team
back,
that just got upset last
traveling.
week too. The
Hmm
Chargers, I think the Chargers are gonna win. All seriousness, I
I've
know.
got the Chargers in this one.
There's just too much on the Chargers momentum and the Commanders. I think they're gonna take a minute.
Yeah,
Bills Patriots late night game on
red
Sunday.
hot Patriots.
Will meet the Buffalo Bills and they will get sent back up to New England. I think the Bills got
I
this. They're
could
going
see the
5-0.
Patriots taking this one on. I could definitely
Not
see it.
in not in
Think-
Buffalo though. I mean, not,
I don't know. It's not December Buffalo. It's October Buffalo.
yeah, but not at home. The mafia is too crazy.
Okay.
We're not in Boston.
Yeah, I've got the Bills on this one.
I could see it being close, maybe a little close. Next game, last one.
Monday night, the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are surprisingly 3-1 at this point of the year.
Yeah, crazy, right?
You got Sunshine winning a home primetime game, or are the Chiefs gonna stay red hot?
No, not Trevor Lawrence. That's not gonna
Not
happen.
Trevor Lawrence. I've got the Chiefs as
I
well
got
in
the
this
Chiefs
one.
as well.
I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's the games for the week. We're gonna have some fun, crazy guessing playtime real quick. Gonna take a little transition for that. All right, all right, all right. We are back. Starting off with the first segment. I have my guy here. We're,
Heck.
we're gonna talk about one of the biggest questions that came up that I've been thinking of is Hall of Fame. Stemming from
Ooh.
Richard Sherman talking about his boy, I guess not his man no more, Russell Wilson. We're gonna talk about 5 players, and I'm gonna ask the panel, meaning just me and Jerry, is this player? I'm gonna pick some current NFL players, and you're gonna tell me if they are Hall of Fame worthy. We'll start off with right now if their career ended. That would be the category. We're gonna talk about 5 of them. Number 5, starting us off, is DeAndre Hopkins. Is he a Hall of Fame wide
Ooh.
receiver?
D-Hop, nuke, man.
What do you think?
Uh,
I don't think so.
you don't think so?
He
Why do you
hasn't
not think so?
he hasn't accomplished anything in his career. He's a real good wide receiver. His best times were probably in Arizona. He was in Houston before that. He was all right. He no playoffs, no leading receiver years. Like what do we? He's really good. He's gonna be like, like when we're uncles, we're gonna be like, ooh, you don't know how good D Hop was. You don't know, youngin. But he's not gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna be like,
I'm looking up some stats right now. He does not have 100 touchdowns in his career.
yeah,
That's kind of crazy. I think he's easily first ballot Hall of really good, but
yes.
I don't think he's Hall of
Which
Fame.
is crazy because he's like been a top 3, top 4 receiver in some years of his
Oh
career,
yeah,
and some golden
no, he's
age
been
receivers, by the
great.
way. Like it's not like he had bumps who were on top of him. They
Mm,
were really good other receivers.
But no, you start talking about names like Julio Jones,
Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Yes.
You even got Mike Evans that I'd put above him
I
for sure.
100%. And
And
Mike Evans
I
would be
just
a Hall
don't
of
think
Famer.
he can make the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good. You think? I mean, is it in part to him? Like in Texans, he didn't have a good quarterback, but in
I mean,
Arizona,
he
he
had
had Kyler Murray.
45 different quarterbacks in Houston, yeah,
Yeah,
throughout his what's like 8 years of being there. And he only played 3 years in Arizona,
but
and then
they
he's
didn't
just
do
kind of been a
nothing.
traveling man for a while.
Yeah, uh, I don't think so. So D Hop, we're both
Great
agreeing.
wide receiver.
Yeah.
Great wide receiver, not Hall of Fame.
Let's go to another wide receiver, a guy who just got injured. His career might actually just be over today. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, man. He's one of these guys that you talk about like
I
just
mean,
a
was he good?
freak,
Cause
right?
I mean, he was
Oh
a
my
freak.
God.
He was so fast, but like he had his stint in Miami, and they didn't do much with him there. And is he gonna fall into the trap of, well, he's got literally probably the goat throwing him the football?
He's one touchdown behind DeAndre Hopkins in career touchdowns.
Really? That's
That's kind of
crazy. I did
insane.
not know that. I didn't. I
I
didn't
think the
choose that
Super
when I picked him.
Bowl's launching the dynasty that is the Chiefs being there. Dude, he's a five-time All-Pro. He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Uh,
I don't think first ballot, but I think he'll make it in.
I think yes. I don't think he's a first ballot, however. I think he'll 100% make it in. It's just that start, but I think that is the one argument people are probably gonna say, right? They're like, "Oh my God, he was a freak
Yeah,
athlete. He was arguably the best receiver in the league." But which kind of sucks that it depends on who you play with. He had Patrick Mahomes throwing him the football. But I think it's also like Pat Mahomes got to throw the football kind of just deep sometimes because he knew Tyreek Hill was there.
could just rip it down there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I think they benefited off each other and
100%.
not just one or the other. Miles Garrett, if he retired today, would he be a Hall of Famer?
If he retired today,
Yes.
I'm still going to say yes.
Really? I will
He's
not
a
say
four times
hell
All Pro.
no.
He's a Defensive Player of
Hell
the
no.
Year.
I don't care. What are we doing, Miles Garrett?
He's
If
an
you,
absolute freak.
y-
Over 100 sacks in his career.
no.
Easily been top two or top three defensive player for the past 5 years now.
Yes. No. I'm sorry.
I put him in the Hall of Fame.
I would not put him in. I'd put him maybe. I'd put him. He wouldn't be a first ballot. He wouldn't even be a second ballot. I'd lead him for third. Like he'll
Oh,
get.
I definitely wouldn't say first ballot. Yeah.
I like. I think a good comparison is a really good defensive player in a bad team is J.J. Watt.
Yeah, and I think JJ Watt's definitely Hall of Fame.
But J.J. Watt is so much better than him.
He's played a lot longer.
Yeah, but J.J. Watt plays inside, while Miles Garrett plays outside, so it's a little harder to.
JJ Watt played all over.
Yeah, he was just dominant, but in his position wise, he played inside more. J.J. Watt. I mean, J.J. Watt picked whoever the fuck he was gonna face off against too.
Yeah.
But if like J.J. Watt was a second ballot, he'd be like an almost third ballot. Maybe if I was drunk, you're hot type of stuff. Uh, I don't know. I don't believe in Miles. Maybe if he left Cleveland like he said he would, maybe
Yeah,
he
that
got
was
to a
pretty
good team.
cringe. So he's like, I don't want to be here. I want to compete for a Super Bowl. And then they showed him a fat ass check, and he's like, actually, I could stay here.
Yeah. So you're all about your money. You're all about the bag. Shout out to
Yeah.
you. You're not all
Uh,
about being a Hall of Famer and winning chips. I guess it's not about that. Next up, another guy who got injured this year, Joe Burrow. Would he be a Super Bowl?
no, hell no.
You don't think so?
I will say immediately right now, absolutely no. He's got no MVPs. He's never been a first team All Pro. He's got two Pro Bowls to his name. His entire career is living off. Remember that one time where he beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs?
I mean, who else has done it? No one else has done
Yeah,
it.
that's great. That's great. No, he's not a Hall of Famer.
No, dude. Is that like, come on? What are we doing? He's Joe Burrow. Yeah, he's never been the first team All Pro because he has fucking Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen in the same fucking conference. What are we talking about?
Each of them have.
Yeah, because they're better than him, but that doesn't make him
Mm,
bad. That's not what we're talking
no,
about.
he's not bad. He's a
Yeah.
really good player.
If we're gonna talk about who's a Hall of Famer, oh, if you're not better than Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, you're a bum. Then I guess no one's making that damn Hall of Fame. But
You
that's
know
not
how
the.
hard it is to make the Hall of Fame?
I mean, apparently not that hard. I've seen some bums in it, but
Like
Joe
who?
Burrow is that his? Maybe not right now. I think there's just that bad mojo. The clouds are shitty in Cincinnati or something. Like the water tastes bad. He needs to get out of there. He's too good.
I would love for you to name a player that's worse than Joe Burrow that has made the Hall of Fame.
You don't want me to start naming people. I mean, you want me to be honest? I think Kurt Warner is worse than Joe Burrow, but that's
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
uh,
insane.
we're gonna. I don't know. He had much better receivers and a better team. That's beside the point. It's not like he had arguably the second best receiver of all time, Larry Fitzgerald, to throw to.
Oh my
But
god.
it's not a big deal, dude. It's not even.
That's actually insane that
I
you
mean, it's
this
not like he
this
had.
is
It's not like he
totally
had.
rage bait, so
It's
I'm
not.
just going
No,
to
I'm
pretend
not. It's
like
not
you
like he
don't
had.
need
It's
it
not like he
because you're
didn't.
just rage
No,
baiting.
it's not like he had Isaac Bruce. Oh, it's not. No, bum. Okay, let's.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase wants the ball. Literally, Joe Burrow can't throw to nobody else, or Jamar Chase will fucking like kill somebody in the sidelines if he doesn't throw it his way. Jamar Chase can
If
have.
you actually think that Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Kurt Warner, yeah,
That's
I need to
that's not what we're talking.
call a doctor for you. This is crazy.
We're talking no. Alright. Let's not talk about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Let's talk about where how I got this segment in the first place. Russell Wilson. I
Russell
believe he's a
Wilson.
MVP. He's not MVP. He was second in MVP one year. He led the Seahawks after the Legion of Boom left to like great seasons for 3 years where we had like a powerful offense. And
Great seasons.
yeah, we went 12-4. It was good years. No, like actually, he was. They had that whole short year where they were like let Russ cook. He had good years without the Legion of Boom, and I think it's kind of shitty that Richard Sherman is trying to like make people change history and say he was never good. I think he's a Hall of Famer and he's a Super Bowl champ. What do you think?
He's a Super Bowl champ. He's a 10-time Pro Bowler. He also got that Walter Payton Man of the Year. We
Shout
can't
out
forget
to
about
him.
that.
Good person.
Shout out to him. Um, I don't know. So the way that I've heard Hall of Fame needs to be talked about is can you tell the history of the NFL without this player? If you can, they do not need to be in the Hall of Fame. But if you can't tell the history of the NFL without this player, they need to be in the Hall of Fame.
You cannot tell the history of the NFL. First of all, you talk about the Legion of Boom. They weren't winning anything until he got there. Like they were just like the best defense in the league. He got there. They went to an NFC Championship. The next year after that, his second year, they won a Super Bowl. The third year, where you're really gonna talk about him, is he threw the worst pass in NFL history. So you
Yeah,
cannot.
that one was tough. And that's probably the biggest stain on his resume, other than if you just completely ignored his stuff in the last 4 or 5 years with Denver and Pittsburgh and New
You'd
York.
say he's 100% in the Hall of Fame, but it's not his fault. He's washed. Just wash. It's like Eminem's still at people's top 10 list, even though he hasn't made a good album in 10 years. That's not his fault.
Russell Wilson, the Eminem of football.
I mean,
I could see Russell Wilson making the Hall of Fame.
but do
I think
you
it'll be
think he's in the
when
Hall of
he
Fame?
retires. When he retires will be a big thing. I would not vote Russell Wilson into the Hall of Fame if I had a.
Really?
I think there's far too many other players that deserve it before
That,
Russell Wilson could make it in.
that's crazy that you'd say that. I think he deserves it. This
I
isn't
think
even
Eli
biased.
Manning is more important to the history of the
Well,
NFL
Eli
than Russell
Manning's gonna make it
Wilson
to the Hall of Fame, and I don't know what we're
Right.
talking about. Eli Manning beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Like
Yeah, but
that's
Eli Manning's like on that cusp of not making the Hall of Fame.
because people don't know what the
That's my
fuck
argument.
they're talking about. People shouldn't
No,
have
because it's
votes.
so hard to make it into the Hall
No,
of
because he
Fame
should be in the Hall
because
of Fame.
there's
And oh
so
my god,
many
oh my god,
top players that get
you're
added
you're
in.
turning the segment into an Eli Manning talk. We've had this talk before. Eli Manning deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And if you don't think so, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because why do we play the game? Isn't it to win Super Bowls? Isn't it to like what are we doing? Like who's the best team in the 90s? You don't talk about the you talk about the Cowboys and the Niners, don't you? Because the Cowboys made it three Super. Who's the best team in the 90s? Jerry?
So what about Larry Fitzgerald?
No, no,
Does
no.
he deserve to be in the Hall of
Stop.
Fame?
No, who's the best team in the 90s?
The Cowboys.
But the Bills made it to four Super Bowls.
Yeah, but they lost all of them.
Yeah. Oh, so it's about winning then. Oh, my bad. So it's actually
Not
about
always.
winning. It's not just about doing
Not
good.
always.
So, so yeah, he won two Super Bowls and he beat the goat while doing it. And he won one as a sixth seed and one as a fourth seed. We're not gonna talk
Yeah.
about this anymore. Larry Fitzgerald
I don't
deserves to
think
be in the
Russell
Super Bowl.
Wilson should be in the Hall of Fame.
This is stupid as fuck. Oh my god. That's why we need a third person. This is so crazy. Like,
Third person. Let's call up Andrew real quick. Ask him
no,
if he
we are
thinks
not.
Russell Wilson should be in the Hall of
Andrew
Fame.
don't know ball.
Yeah, cause you think he'd agree with me.
No, he's dumb. He's dumb. All right. Next up, your segment. What do you got for us?
Hell yeah, I've got some fun trivia questions to ask you to see if you can
If I know ball.
yeah, there's some weird abstract shit and then some like basic shit that
Okay.
you hopefully should know.
Okay.
So the first one I think is fairly basic, but let's start it off trivia with a fairly basic question. Who is the all-time scoring leader in the NFL and how many points do they have?
All-time score. That means just like most touchdowns, like receiving
Who
and
has scored the most points in the history of the NFL?
I'd say it'd be
This player.
Tom Brady,
Nope.
Jerry Rice.
Nope.
Really? Who the fuck is
Yep.
it? It's not those two.
You've never talked about this before and it shows because it's kind of funny. When you think about it, it makes a lot of sense.
It's not Tom Brady and it's not Jerry Rice. Most receiving
No.
touchdowns and most passing touch. Can you give me a position at
Correct.
least?
Yeah, this will tell you everything. It's a kicker.
Oh, it's is it fucking Oh. Okay, so there's only two I can think of. There's Adam Vinatieri
hmm
or it's Justin Tucker.
Okay.
Is it one of those? Is it Vinatieri?
It is Adam
Okay,
Vinatieri.
that makes sense.
Adam Vinatieri has scored 2,673 points.
That's crazy. I would never guess Vinatieri had the most points of all time.
Yeah, they're all
That's
kickers because they get a point every touchdown and they also kick field
oh,
goals for
that's
three
so
points.
true. They get one per
Yep.
fucking, and they get three. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Where is
interesting little thing.
who's the highest non-quarterback? I mean non-kicker there.
The top 20 are all kickers.
There's no who is not a kicker. Who's the highest? I'm just curious. Is it Tom Brady or is it Jerry Rice?
That's a good question, to be honest. Jerry Rice has scored 208 touchdowns,
Tom Brady probably scored more than that.
which equates to 1,200 points Jerry Rice has.
Okay.
Tom Brady has thrown 649 touchdowns, but that doesn't count as him scoring.
Really? That's so
Yeah,
weird.
when you score, it's rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown, or
Oh,
kicking a field goal.
okay, so it's probably Jerry Rice then that has the highest aside from the
Jerry
kicker.
Rice would be the highest for sure. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, next up.
Next question. Who is the first player to record 7 sacks in a game? I'll give you a hint. It was against your Seahawks in the year 1990.
In the year 1990 against the Seahawks, this is probably when we're still in the AFC. Um, who would it be? 1990 against the Seahawks. Is it
The great player.
is it Reggie White?
Nope.
It's a great player. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's
Yep.
in the
I think
AFC.
he's a Hall of Famer. He should be Hall of Famer.
He probably is in the AFC, I assume, right? What team? Can you give me some hints here? This is
Yeah, he's Hall of Famer for sure.
is he in the is the
He
team he's
played for the
known for?
Kansas City
Okay,
Chiefs.
I know his name. I just can't. I'll give up. I
He's an
know who it is.
outside
Yes, I
linebacker,
know who it is.
Derek
Derek
Thomas.
Thomas. Yes, I know.
Yep,
I know who it is. I just the name. It would take me forever to fucking figure it out.
totally fair.
Seven
We
sacks,
want to
huh?
talk about the Seahawks. What year were your guys' throwback jerseys created?
Like the ones right
When
now.
was the first year that you guys wore these jerseys that you call throwbacks?
I would probably the year we were made. No, it'd be like 19, what, 82?
83.
83. I was close. That was real
That was
good.
close. That was really close. That was
If
really
you
close. That
let
was a
me
good one.
keep going, I probably would have. Because I know when. Because that's when we were created. It's around the
hmm
early 1980s. I remember watching like History of the Seahawks. It was pretty cool. I really liked it. I,
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a cool one. Maybe less cool one, since the Green Bay Packers have been talked about winning the Super Bowl, but now they got a tie. Do you know when the last team that had a tie during the regular season won the
Won
Super Bowl?
won the Super Bowl. Okay. When they had a tie. Was it recent or no?
No.
Oh, fuck. Is it would this be the now formerly known Washington Commanders?
No.
Can you give me a conference?
NFC.
Yeah, okay. A tie? Holy shit, who would have won a tie and won a Super Bowl? Is it the Minnesota Vikings?
No,
I'm just guessing on air. Give me one more guess. Let me give me a
that's fair.
it's conference. Give me decade and I'll guess it. My last guess. Give me a decade.
70s.
70s in the NFC who have won a Super Bowl. Is it the Dallas Cowboys? Hello?
Sorry, I cut out a bit. What's up?
Is it the Dallas Cowboys?
It is not the Dallas Cowboys.
Who is it?
Reportedly, uh, I lied. It's AFC. It's not NFC.
Who is it?
Oh wait, no, that's not right at all. We're gonna have to cut this. I
No.
was told 1973, but that was the Dolphins,
That'd be the AFC.
and they did not tie that year.
Nice. Nice segment. Keep going.
Hell yeah, good shit, good segment for
Yeah.
sure. Anyways, next one, and I know that this one is true. There have only been
I
two
hope.
quarterbacks in the history of the NFL that have started their career with an 80 plus yard touchdown drive. Can you
Okay.
name either or both of these
Okay,
quarterbacks?
so I know what is one of them Andrew Luck?
No,
Okay, one is recent. I remember this.
they're both recent.
Yeah. Is it Th-
One might actually be last week.
Oh, is it? Oh, fuck, what's his name? The it's your boy in New York, isn't it?
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
Absolutely.
And who's the other one?
You can get this one.
What?
It was his rookie year, but it was the last game of the season.
Oh, what? Is it Patrick Mahomes?
It is Patrick Mahomes.
That makes sense. Dude,
The only two quarterbacks to have
hey,
started their career, their first drive in the NFL was 80 plus yards and a
touch
touchdown.
Dart and Mahomes, basically the same thing.
Basically the same guy.
Hey, that's what's gonna happen. New York, you got yourself a winner.
There you go. You got Baby Goat in your midst right now.
Yeah, baby goat, you know.
Baby Goat, yes.
uh, Anything
Man.
else?
Well, that's all I got.
All right, that's a really cool segment, man. Thank you. We're gonna talk about some. I'm gonna name five quarterback wide receiver duos, and you're gonna rank
Oh
them
boy.
blindly. Are you
Rank them blindly. Okay.
okay? We're gonna like 1 to 5. You're gonna
Yeah.
put them in the
I'll,
spot.
I'll write them down. Yeah.
No, no, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
First one is Young Rice,
Oh, jeez. So it's all time. Okay.
or is it? Or is
Steve
this
Young
just
and Jerry Rice.
yes? Well,
Yeah,
I'm not.
this is
I'm
current.
not.
This is current
I'm
right
not just
now. They're
saying.
fucking
I'm
65
not just
years
saying
old.
my
Hell yeah.
nickname. They don't just call me Young Rice on the streets. Yes.
Young Rice, my
Uh,
Polynesian brother. Hell yeah.
yeah. No. Or is this just is is this just like number one already? I don't know. What do you think?
That's crazy. Young and Rice, so not Montana Rice. I'm gonna put this at three all time.
Really? That's crazy
Yeah,
to put that at three all time.
yeah. I think they're great. They're definitely great players. The connection was amazing, but I do think that there's more that are better all time.
Okay. Next one. Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin.
These guys were so freaking good, dude. Aikman and Michael Irving.
Are they above
Have you seen
Rice?
his quote where they're talking about his jersey number and how he
Yes.
used by
88.
other?
he
And
doesn't
he's like,
retire it.
you know why I do that? Because when they see 88, they ain't talking about
Me.
Cooper or what's his name. They're talking about me. They ain't talking about CD. They're saying, "Oh, you look like Irving out there."
It's like Des Bryant.
I'll
It was
put
the
him at
same
number
thing.
4.
Really?
Yeah,
You think they won two more Super Bowls in the same era
they
as these
did.
two?
They did. They also had Emmett Smith, but um,
I guess they played in the same era. Okay,
they
it's your
did. They
list.
did. They
It's
did.
your list. It's your list.
I think Rice is way above Michael Irving, and that's why they're gonna carry
I
for
mean,
me.
Race is the best receiver of all time.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
literally no arguments. Next
No,
up,
if you argue about that, argue with your mama.
yeah, Manning Harrison,
Manning Harrison, the all-time
the all-time.
touchdown leader connection,
Yes.
and then you got that would be pretty interesting. I'm just saying if you had Harrison's son and Manning's nephew
No, we're not.
team up.
Shut up. Stop.
Hold up, hold up.
Let him cook. No, we're
Um,
not talking about. Okay.
I'm going to hold out hope that we've got one combination that's going to be better than this because I'm
Really?
pretty sure that there's only like two all time that could be better than this. So I'm gonna put Manning and Marvin Harrison at number 2.
Marvin and Harrison at number two. That's crazy.
Yep,
That's
that is crazy because they should be number 1 on almost every list.
yes. That
But I'm holding out hope that we've got one of two combinations
yeah.
that I can put
You
at
need to
1.
be going like I can't. That's so crazy. You're a fucking wild. All right. Next up is gonna be Kurt Warner and Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, well, this is going at 5.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty easy.
They're both great players. They're both
Oh,
all-time
oh,
players.
there
Isaac
should be.
Bruce does not get as much respect as he should. But yeah, they're easily number 5 on this list.
Your last one,
Uh-oh.
Montana to Rice.
Yeah. All right. So there
we
were two combinations
we
that I
did
was
it,
saying could
boys.
be better,
We did
and it's
it.
Montana Rice and Brady Moss.
Right, but that was only for a year. I wouldn't compare it to these
Correct.
guys. No,
Correct. And it was disgusting for that one year.
but no, I would not put them above Manning Harrison, who did it consistently.
No, they absolutely did it. They did it
Hey,
consistently.
that's
But when you put them together, yeah,
this
I'm
almost.
really happy with this list.
I think the only one I would change is Aikman Irvin because they were in the same era and they beat him. I know it's a
That's
team
fair.
game, but you know what I'm saying. They won three, they won one. It's a whole
Yeah,
different.
I just have Rice so much higher than Irving that I think it's fair to, and I think Steve Young is better than Troy Aikman. They're pretty close, but
Okay, that was a very good one. That I'm really proud of you for that list. You held
not
out.
bad, not bad.
You caught on that it was gonna be all time and not just fucking. Cause that could have easily gone really bad. That could have.
He gives me like Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, that's
Fuck.
my number one. My
You're like
bad.
you're like young Rice. Why did I put that at three? No. All right, I got one more segment for us.
Okay, hell yeah.
We're gonna talk about starting from 2014. We're gonna talk about the number one
2014.
picks from then to
Ooh,
2021, because I feel like Trayvon Walker hasn't had enough time, and Bryce Young also hasn't enough time. Personally, in my opinion. So we're gonna end
okay,
it at a certain player. So we're gonna talk about the 2014 number one pick to the 2021 number one pick, and we're gonna talk about whether they surpass expectations or not really worth the number one pick.
okay.
Number one in 2014 was the defensive end from South Carolina, Jadavion Clowney. Made it to three Pro
Uh,
Bowls, by the way. Not bad.
yeah, yeah.
Does he? I think he has not surpassed. I think he is a bit of a letdown from because people were expecting Jadavion one side, JJ Watt the other. We're gonna have the best defensive line ever created. So I think he was a bit of a
That
letdown.
game in college, South Carolina versus Michigan, that he blew up the running back in the backfield,
Oof.
I think
Highlight.
was better than anything that he did in the NFL.
But that
Jadavion
mixtape
Clowney
would go
a
crazy though.
menace. He was a menace in the AFC South for a while.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I mean, he was a good player, but no, definitely not worth the first overall pick.
Yeah. No, I agree as well. I mean he was pretty good even in Seattle when we had him. He was all right. Then he went to you guys, I think, after Seattle. No.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Yep,
he
came to us for a while, and then he's just kind of been around for a while. But I mean, when you have people like Khalil Mack and Mike Evans in your uh, draft class, I think you're not worth the number one
he's
overall pick of your Jadeveon Clowney.
yeah. I mean, it also does matter on your draft class. Like, damn, we could have picked that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Number one in 24. My bad. Number one in 2015. Quarterback from the Florida State, Jameis Winston, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won Pro Bowl in 2015. I mean, I I know he ate a lot of dubs, but
He ate a lot of crab legs too,
nom, nom,
maybe.
nom, nom, nom. He was a big disappointment. He was a very him and Marcus Mariota were so hyped up, and I know you love Marcus. He also didn't live up to expectations. These two, I feel.
Their rookie years were otherworldly.
No, they were not.
They
I lived
Jameis.
it. I was there.
No, no, no. Marcus Mariota's rookie year was
Oh
amazing.
my God, we're not talking
Um,
about Marcus Mariota. We're talking about fucking Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston's rookie year for that dog shit team was
Uh-huh.
very good.
Okay.
And he put up a 30-30 burger, which was pretty dope. The 30
Okay.
touchdown, 30 interceptions in a season. That
Yeah,
was hot as
I
shit.
remember that. Shout out to him.
No, he was not lived up as a number one overall pick.
No, he's kind of a bum, Loki.
Kind of, kind of. He's a great glue guy, and I'd love to have him in my locker room.
Did he?
But I don't want him taking snaps.
No. Did he make a playoff? I think he made two playoff series in Tampa, and then they got Tom Brady and won a Super Bowl.
That's fair. I honestly don't know.
Okay. Next up, person I personally love now, but I used to hate. Quarterback from California, Jared Goff, number one in 2016. Made it to four
You
Pro
know,
Bowls, the most recent
I
in
was gonna say
2024.
this man has stacked up some Pro Bowls.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He went to a Super Bowl, got traded to win a Super Bowl. So like, and he's really good in Detroit. As a number one overall pick, it was a very weak draft class. I remember coming into 2016 and people were saying how weak this draft class was. But I wouldn't say he lived up to expectations, but he's not a total bum. I think he's pretty
No,
good. He's mid.
yeah, not a bum
He's
at
mid.
all.
He's mid.
I much rather would have had Joey Bosa or Jalen Ramsey or Ronnie Stanley.
Yes.
Um,
But they needed
but
a quarterback. The Rams needed a quarterback. Their
no,
team
they
was so
needed a
stacked.
quarterback very badly, and he
Yes.
did exactly what they needed for him.
Yeah.
I would say yes, he has lived up to expectations as a number one overall pick.
Um, for this draft class, I feel for this draft class, number one overall.
Yes,
Quarterbacks, this draft was very weak. And
yes.
next up, probably the best one so far. Defensive end from Texas A&M, drafted by the Cleveland Browns, six-time Pro Bowler, aka bag chaser, aka almost killed someone with a helmet one time. Miles
Ah,
Garrett.
God, I wish they'd leak the tapes of what he said to him, because
Bro,
there's no way
he
that
had
Miles Garrett freaks out like that for
he
nothing.
had to have called him the N word. That had
Oh,
to
it
be
has
what
to
happened.
be.
He had to say some
Absolutely.
audacious shit to him. And just for that moment specifically, I think he surpassed expectations. We were just gonna talk about
Oh, absolutely. And even in a draft class where you have Patrick Mahomes,
it. I mean,
I'd
no,
say he's
I mean, yeah,
easily
he
the
yes,
second best overall player
yes.
in this draft class,
There's,
which I think is
yeah,
worth being picked number one overall.
that's not his fault. The goat was
No.
picked later after. He was
Yeah.
obviously the best player, and the Browns knew it. The Browns also had Baker Mayfield, which we're gonna talk about in a bit. They were thinking about him because they knew they were gonna draft him next year. So we're gonna talk about him
I
right
mean, he
now.
was just definitely the best player in the draft class,
No,
so you had to take him number one
by
overall.
far, and he's proven it. He's been arguably the best
Yeah.
defensive player since he got to the league. Honestly,
Yeah. Some might even say Hall of Fame worthy. Some might not.
so yeah, 'cause, he hasn't won anything and he's a bag chaser. But that's beside the point. Next up,
Anyways.
Baker Mayfield, two-time Pro Bowler. More recent, a lot of these quarterbacks are getting better later in the career for a second team.
Mm-hmm.
Drafted out of Oklahoma, the Sooners. Baker Mayfield, back-to-back Cleveland Browns.
Boomer.
Boomer Sooner. I don't think he lived up to expectations. At least in Cleveland, the team that drafted him didn't
Yeah,
get one.
definitely not for the Browns.
But is
Although,
that his
if
fault,
they
or
would
is
have
it the Browns who
kept him
sucks?
and not paid Deshaun Diddy Watson,
Yes.
they would have been. I think they would have been fine, and he would have lived up to the
No, but I
expectations of a
also
number one
think
pick.
he gets a lot of free pass because when you think about how stacked that team was, it was him. They had the two. who are the two good running backs that they had?
Nick Chubb,
Nick Chubb and the other guy,
Kareem
and
Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, and they also had OBJ and Jarvis Landry, and they had Miles Garrett on the other side of the field. That team looked like it was about to be, well, like a year away from being a year away from winning a Super Bowl. And I
And
think he
he
folded
took
under
the
pressure.
Browns to the playoffs. I think that was really good.
I mean, for the Browns, that might as well be a Super Bowl. They
No, I
beat the
don't think he
Steelers
lived up
too.
with the Browns, but I think since then he definitely has.
Yes, but not for the Browns, which is like it needs. I think it needs for to be live up to the number one pick. You need to do it for the team that drafted you. At least in my
No, for sure.
opinion. Next up, and one person that I think 100% has underperformed, Kyler Murray, another Sooner from
Ah,
Arizona.
Boomer.
Boomer Sooner. Rattler was supposed to be the third one, but Kyler
Oops.
Murray. I mean, what else is there to say? Two Pro Bowls, rookie, offensive rookie of the year, but injury prone, can't stay healthy.
So I love Kyler Murray. I think he's a top 12 quarterback in the NFL
Cool.
when healthy.
Sure.
Um, the
Right.
issue is he's just so inconsistent.
Yes.
And yeah, because of the inconsistency, I don't think you can spend a number one overall pick on a guy like Kyler Murray.
No. I mean, he should have played baseball. What does it say? We,
No, I don't think so.
you
He
know,
made so much money in the NFL.
yeah. Next up, a guy who I think is almost Hall of Fame worthy, if not for the garbage team he's in. Drafted out of LSU, old man drafted Joe
Oh my
Burrow
God.
of the
John, tell me
Cincinnati.
that Joe Burrow is a better all-time player than Miles Garrett.
No, I will not say that. I will.
Okay,
I am not
thank
insane.
you.
I'd love to. I would love to. I do not glaze for Joe Burrow that much that I will fucking hit him with that. But no, Joe Burrow. It's weird when you think about only his first 3 years. You could say he lived up to expectations,
Mhm.
but since then it's kind of like he's playing himself out of it. So I would per- personally say he has not lived up to expectations. People thought he was gonna be the best quarterback in the league.
I would say yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. I will say yes, just
When he
because he is
plays,
their franchise quarterback.
yes, and he's really
And if you
good.
get a franchise quarterback, that's worth a number one overall pick. But
Top five quarterback, by the way.
he's
Top four.
also
Top
the
four
third
quarterback.
best quarterback in his draft
Conference.
class, so I don't know.
I mean, who are the other ones? It's
Justin
just
Herbert
yes.
and Jalen Hurts.
That's crazy. That's not true at all. You're fucking
Okay,
on crack. Hell
okay.
no. I
Show me
bet.
how many rings Joe Burrow has.
I mean, I don't know. Justin Herbert can Justin Herbert get out of the fucking wild card before we start talking about him better than Joe Burrow?
Justin Herbert's playing football right now.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. I didn't know that was the criteria. Next up, a guy who was so hyped up coming out of Clemson, going into the garbage Jacksonville Jaguars. Last one we're gonna talk about, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson.
Ain't no sunshine when
When
she's
she,
gone.
they're 3-1. They're 3-1.
Yeah, he's looked really good this year. He has definitely underperformed up
Yes.
until this year.
I mean,
So
this
I
year's
think
not
the
over.
jury's still out. I will say no, he has not lived up to being a first overall pick.
So far, I will say
He
so
could turn
far.
that around. He definitely
Yes.
could turn that
He could do
around.
the Josh Allen thing where he just starts getting really good, but not as the number
Mm,
one pick. You know that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, that is it for our segments for the day. You got any last words before we close out?
Um, no. Let's hope that the Titans can put on a okay performance next week,
Yeah.
so I don't actually have to put on the paper bag. But
Yeah.
if I
Hey,
have to,
we'll,
whatever.
we'll see. All right. We're gonna be at the game. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to like and subscribe. Y'all have a good day. This has been the Down Bad Pod with John and Jerry. Laters.
Deuces.